Welcome to ClassMaker 2017. This is the third instructional video, and in this video we'll show you how to import your own previously saved class information sets and also how to do any fine tweaking on the data using the Tweak Classes button. The way to import previously saved class sets is to press the File, Import Saved Data button. You can then click the data file that you're interested in and load it up. You will notice that this is the same data file we used in the previous video and shows Class A has 20 students, Class B 35, Class C has 15 and Class D has 14 students. This is a full data file. To do any fine tuning, you press the Tweak Classes button, which brings up a brand new window which shows all the student information and the student names in their various class sizes. In it, you can change or move students from different classes by dragging and dropping. So we click on Matilda Wildebeest, drag her over to Class D, and then she now sits in Class D. You will notice that she has turned blue along with Emily Cat. And if you look at the index to the side of the screen, you'll notice that students named in blue have an incompatible student in their class. That is that Emily and Matilda have been set as incompatible with each other, and so they now show up blue in this spreadsheet. I'll move Matilda back to Class C since it doesn't look like she's going to be very happy where she is. Let's take another one, James Turtle. We'll move him across to Class C. He now turns red because he doesn't have a friend in Class C. And you will also notice that Jessica Snake, Serena Tortoise, Quinton Lima, and Charlotte Iguana have also changed colour. In Charlotte's case, she's gone orange because Charlotte and James were an essential match. That is, the teachers decided that Charlotte and James needed to be together in the same class. This is now not the case. Quinton, Jessie, and Serena have turned red because they also were friends with James, and they don't have any other friends in Class A. We will restart to put James back into Class A. If you've ever done too many changes, you can always hit the restart button and that will turn the class set back to what it was when you first started. You will notice there are two extra buttons here, Accelerated and ESL, and this is the groupings that we made before in the student database file. Clicking the accelerated tick box shows all those students that you marked as accelerated in your student database file and makes them in bold. So Joseph, Daisy, Emily, Kingston, Max, and Andrew all show up as bold in this case because they had the accelerated group marked in their student database file. The second group was ESL, and here we see the students who've been marked as ESL also appearing in bold now. We can untick that. The third checkbox is the Show Friends checkbox. When you press this, when you hold and stay over a particular student's name, the student's friends will appear in the yellow box that appears. In this case, Alina Antelope, Kelly Seal, Georgia Horse, and Lachlan Tang are Austin Walrus's friends. And you can move over any of the students in this file and you'll be able to see not only who their friends are, but where their friends are sitting in the various classes. So in this case, Frank Yak, Oscar Fowl, Ross Snail, and Leanne Owl will appear as Xavier Raccoon's friends. And you can see they've gone bold in their classes. So this is a good help if you want to be able to move a particular student and make sure that they've got a friend. So Xavier, let's say we want to put him into Class A, that's okay because Liam Owl is one of his friends and he still appears there. In the case of Matilda Wildebeest, she doesn't have any friends in Class B, so if you moved her over to Class B, she should now appear in red. But actually Billy Newt is one of her friends. Let's a bit hard to see with the high number of students in Class B. Let's try another one, Zoe Zebra, and move her across, and all her friends are in Class D or Class C. Let's restart that. And so everyone's back to normal, and we'll turn off Show Friends. A new box, again, for ClassMaker 2017 is the School Leavers box. Let's say that you've set up the whole class set with a number of students who are now actually going to be leaving the school next year. Instead of redoing the entire class set again, you can pick them up, let's say James Turtle, put them into the School Leavers area, and see what effect that has on the rest of the classes that you've made. In this case, there are 4 students who are affected by James leaving. And you can do the same thing with all the other students. I'll restart again. You're able to, once you've made the number changes that you need, you're able to print this as a low resolution copy to your local printer. So you can show this to colleagues, or you can save the classes. When you hit the save button, you'll be asked if you want to save the data in full data format, which is the best way for sharing with colleagues and with the principal staff. Or if you're finished and just want to save it in summary data form, if the classes that you've made are sufficient and you don't really need to import the data again, you can save it in summary data form. So in this case, you press yes if you want to save it in full data format, or no to just save the classes in summary. Let's say we're finished with the data, we'll say no. It then gives us a new box, tweaked class list for Year 1 2017 demo, and call that final, and then we're done. To get back to the main window, just hit cancel and you're at the main window again.